The discovery of the tridactyl Nazca mummies has captured worldwide attention, and recent DNA evidence paired with unprecedented photographic documentation has provided insights like never before. For years, the strange remains uncovered near the Nazca region of Peru were surrounded by controversy, speculation, and skepticism. Now, however, the combination of genetic analysis, bioinformatics research, and advanced scanning techniques has transformed the discussion, suggesting that these mummies represent one of the most extraordinary archaeological revelations of the century. Researchers announced that preserved tissue, muscles, and organs remain within the mummified bodies. This degree of preservation is remarkable, considering the age of the remains, and has allowed for deeper biological analysis than had ever been possible before. Even more astonishing is the revelation that one of the specimens was pregnant at the time of death, offering unprecedented evidence that these beings lived, reproduced, and had distinct life cycles. The implications of such findings have forced scientists to reconsider long-held assumptions about human history and ancient diversity. One of the leading voices analyzing the genetic findings has been bioinformatics specialist Elena Hardy. She explained that she began her work attempting to disprove the notion that these beings' unique anatomy could be explained by genetics. She focused on polydactyly, a condition that causes individuals to develop extra digits, and investigated whether a mutation might explain the tridactyl hands of the mummies. She identified a mutation in a gene known as GLY3, which is associated with polydactyly. This offered a potential explanation, but did not account for the broader anatomical anomalies present in the Nazca specimens. Genetic testing revealed that the DNA from the mummies mostly matched human genetic profiles, though contamination and degradation, common with ancient samples, introduced challenges. Scientists extracted genetic material from both bone and muscle tissue using advanced techniques developed for fragile and ancient remains. Once isolated, these fragments were sequenced and reconstructed through bioinformatics tools, allowing researchers to cross-reference the sequences against terrestrial organisms. Some fragments could not be immediately identified, though further refinement suggested these too were likely from terrestrial sources. The conclusion was that the mummies were not fabricated constructs, but genuine biological entities with predominantly human genetic markers, albeit with mutations that remain incompletely understood. Among the most extraordinary of these findings is that of Montserrat. Unlike any specimen previously unearthed, Montserrat has offered researchers an unprecedented glimpse into the mysteries surrounding these tridactyl beings. Unearthed in the Nazca region of Peru, Montserrat's preserved body revealed evidence of a developing entity within, a fetus that displayed the same distinctive tridactyl traits that have come to define the Nazca mummies. The presence of this fetus has transformed the conversation, moving the discussion from questions of authenticity to questions of life cycles, reproduction, and the very origins of these beings. The tridactyl feature, 3 elongated fingers, remains the most defining characteristic of these specimens. Montserrat's fetus exhibited this same unusual structure, confirming that the developing body was not an unrelated anomaly, but rather a member of the same species. This discovery indicates that Montserrat was pregnant at the time of her passing, a revelation that provides remarkable biological insight. It not only demonstrates that these beings reproduced biologically, but also suggests that they existed as a population with the ability to sustain themselves, rather than isolated anomalies. Within months of their initial unveiling, researchers and discoverers testified before the Mexican Congress, presenting their findings to a global audience. Their testimony revealed one of the most striking pieces of data to date. More than 30% of the DNA extracted from the specimens did not correspond to any known species on Earth. This genetic anomaly sparked heated debate, but it also invigorated interest. While ancient DNA analysis is inherently complex, especially when samples are degraded, the consistency of the results across multiple specimens made it clear that the Nazca mummies represented something unusual. In Montserrat's case, the presence of fetal DNA offered a second layer of validation, as both maternal and fetal material demonstrated the same tridactyl traits and genetic anomalies. Adding credibility to the testimony was the work of independent researchers who conducted their own evaluations of the specimens. Their studies confirmed that the remains, including Montserrat, were authentic biological entities. The revelation that Montserrat was pregnant has been hailed as a turning point. For years, skeptics argued that the mummies could be manipulated or ceremonial constructions. The discovery of a fetus in the midst of gestation demonstrated instead that these beings lived, reproduced, and followed biological processes consistent with natural life. This makes it increasingly difficult to categorize them as hoaxes or misinterpretations. Rather, it suggests that they represent either an unknown lineage of humans or an entirely separate species, one that coexisted with or predated known Andean populations. Researchers from the United States have since joined the investigation, applying advanced genetic sequencing and scanning technology to the remains. Using non-invasive techniques such as CT imaging, they have studied Montserrat's internal structures in greater detail than ever before. These scans have confirmed the integrity of her skeletal system and the developing fetus within, further substantiating claims that these beings were naturally formed. Additional DNA studies are ongoing, with the goal of clarifying the origins of the genetic anomalies and potentially tracing connections to known populations. The implications of Montserrat's discovery are profound. If these beings were a previously unknown human variation, they would expand the map of human diversity and challenge current understanding of evolutionary history. The Andean region is already rich with evidence of unique cultural and biological adaptations, but Montserrat suggests that there may be entire populations still unrecognized in mainstream archaeology. Alternatively, if the genetic anomalies prove too distinct to connect with humans, the discovery could point toward a species unlike any recorded before. Some have even suggested the possibility of non-terrestrial origins, though most researchers remain cautious about such interpretations. Regardless of the explanation, Montserrat's pregnancy highlights one key fact: these beings were not isolated anomalies. They were part of a population capable of sustaining itself through reproduction. The fetus provides clear evidence of continuity, suggesting that these beings were not mere individuals, but members of a lineage. This realization changes the narrative from one of mystery relics to one of biological species, forcing the scientific community to consider how such beings fit into the larger story of life on Earth. The case of Montserrat also underscores the challenges faced by scientists in dealing with discoveries that defy established categories. History shows that anomalous finds often encounter resistance before being integrated into accepted knowledge. Yet Montserrat's preserved body, with its fetus intact, represents evidence too compelling to dismiss. The photographic and genetic records speak for themselves, showing features and anomalies that cannot be explained away by claims of fraud or error. Beyond genetics, the anatomical analysis has opened even more questions. Photographs and scans of the skeletal structures highlight significant differences from modern humans. Their rib cages display unusual shapes, the joint structures are arranged differently, and of course, their three-fingered hands remain their most striking feature. To some, these distinctions indicate rare genetic conditions, or perhaps evidence of an undiscovered population with unique traits. Others, however, have raised the possibility of ritual modification, pointing to known examples in which ancient civilizations practiced cranial elongation or other forms of body alteration for symbolic or cultural purposes. Still, the sheer consistency and integrity of the skeletal forms make it difficult to dismiss them as artificially modified. Advanced CT scans confirmed that the bones are cohesive and natural, rather than composites assembled from disparate remains. The scans also revealed that the anatomy extends throughout the body in a unified manner, supporting the idea that these beings lived and functioned as a complete biological species. For those open to more interpretations, these characteristics have raised the possibility that the Nazca mummies represent not merely an unknown human lineage, but something altogether different. Some speculate that they could represent beings not of terrestrial origin, pointing to their unique physiology as unlike any recorded in known populations. While most of the scientific community remains cautious in drawing such conclusions, the anomalies are undeniable, and the evidence continues to demand serious investigation. The pregnancy discovery has been particularly compelling. The presence of a developing fetus within one of the mummies suggests that this population reproduced biologically in a way consistent with humans. This revelation deepens the sense of mystery. How could a population so similar to humans in reproduction and genetic markers also possess such dramatic anatomical differences? The implications for anthropology, evolutionary biology, and archaeology are vast. The rediscovery and reassessment of the Nazca mummies have also highlighted the difficulties faced by researchers when encountering anomalies. Archaeology has a history of downplaying or even dismissing discoveries that challenge established narratives. Yet, in this case, the physical evidence has proven too robust to ignore. The scientific teams working on the mummies have called for open-mindedness, insisting that rigorous investigation, rather than skepticism or sensationalism, is the only way forward. Photographs released in recent months have shown the mummies with greater clarity than ever before. These images reveal details of their preserved skin, musculature, and facial structures, which appear humanoid but with subtle and consistent deviations. The level of preservation allows for extraordinary study. Yet unlike certain finds, the Nazca mummies present features that resist simple classification, keeping alive the debate about their identity. International interest in the specimens has surged. Multiple institutions have expressed interest in collaborating on further study, hoping to use even more advanced technology to examine the remains. Additional DNA sequencing, isotopic analysis to study diet, and paleopathological investigation to assess health and disease are all on the horizon. Each new test carries the potential to rewrite not just local history, but humanity's broader story. Some researchers believe the mummies could be linked to the ancient Andean civilizations, perhaps representing a previously undocumented group with distinct adaptations. If so, the discovery would profoundly expand understanding of human diversity in pre-Columbian South America. Others suggest the features point to something entirely new, a possibility that, if confirmed, would stand as one of the greatest anthropological discoveries of all time. What makes the current moment so pivotal is that for the first time, multiple lines of evidence, DNA analysis, anatomical scans, and photographic documentation are converging to confirm the authenticity of the mummies as genuine biological entities. They are not hoaxes assembled from bones, nor simple anomalies explained by isolated mutations. Instead, they stand as mysterious remnants of a past that still holds secrets. Ultimately, the Nazca mummies remind humanity that history is far from complete. Each new discovery has the power to overturn assumptions, challenge paradigms, and expand horizons. The world is full of unexplained mysteries and enigmatic encounters that challenge our understanding of reality. In the rolling hills of western Georgia lies Pine Mountain, a serene and picturesque location. Yet it is here that an ordinary man had an extraordinary experience, capturing a photograph of a 7 to 8 foot tall humanoid figure perched atop Pine Mountain. Remarkably, this incident took place mere days following reported sightings of enigmatic entities in various parts of Miami. The mysterious beings were a topic of great intrigue and speculation within the local community, leading to various photographs and videos to be posted to social media. A recent report states that a male individual has come forward to share a peculiar encounter he experienced during a trek up Pine Mountain. Situated in western Georgia, Pine Mountain offers a serene retreat for nature enthusiasts and adventure seekers alike. The hiker said the following: "Initially, I had hesitated to share these images, but upon showing them to a few colleagues at work, I was informed about sightings of peculiar humanoid figures in Miami. Unaware of this information initially, my friends highlighted the coincidence of my own encounter occurring merely days after these alleged events transpired. The mysterious events that unfolded in Miami surprised me and caused me to question the unusual occurrences accompanying my own experience. On the day of the encounter, the temperature hovered at approximately 14 degrees, and the sky was overcast at the time when I saw them. Despite the overcast weather, the temperature remained relatively stable. As an individual with a developing interest in photography and a familiarity with the surroundings, I couldn't help but notice the remarkable stature of these subjects. To provide an estimate, I would confidently posit that they exceeded a height of 7 feet and possessed a notably slender physique. This observation struck me due to its compelling divergence from the average physical attributes. Given my frequent visits to the area, I possess a keen understanding of the typical hiker's appearance, prompting me to seize my camera and commence photographing. While they were distantly positioned, making it challenging to obtain a clear photograph, it was still possible to discern specific details, such as their stature and physique. After approximately 60 seconds, they vanished beyond a section of the hill, and subsequently, they were no longer within my line of sight. This disappearance puzzled me, leaving me to wonder about their destination and the reason for their sudden departure from view. Upon receiving details about the events in Miami, I felt compelled to share the accompanying photographs. While it is plausible that individuals in costume may have been involved, it remains unclear why such an occurrence would transpire atop a mountain. An alternative scenario could involve a filming session, although the absence of any other individuals in the vicinity casts doubt upon this explanation. The enigma persists, and I am left pondering the true motive behind these perplexing images." End quote. In the majority of such occurrences, unraveling the truth of what transpired proves to be quite challenging. Typically, these kinds of interactions tend to fade into obscurity over time. The present-day storytelling among hikers in the region revolves around encounters they claim to have had with mysterious beings near the mountains. This has sparked speculation about the potential existence of an undiscovered population living in close proximity to these areas. Several hikers have reported experiencing visions while dehydrated or feeling threatened during their journeys through the mountains. These encounters have led them to witness the presence of a large creature moving within the vicinity. As a result of these experiences, many individuals are inclined to believe that these isolated humanoids might be inhabiting the depths of the mountains. This narrative has given rise to a widespread belief in the existence of a hidden community residing in the heart of the mountains. Reports of encounters with humanoids are not limited to the United States. In various regions, individuals have claimed to have come across hairy humanoid beings, resembling the descriptions commonly found in North America, particularly near mountainous areas. These accounts are frequently circulated in locations like Mexico, with an increasing number of people each year reporting alleged encounters with these peculiar entities. This phenomenon suggests that sightings of such humanoids are not confined to a specific geographical area, indicating a broader and possibly more global occurrence of these events. Such sightings prompt further investigation into the potential existence and nature of these humanoid beings. Given the widespread reports of these humanoid beings emerging from various parts of the world, it comes as no shock to aspiring researchers that the vast mountains on our planet could potentially serve as the habitat for colossal creatures. These mysterious beings are believed to reside within the remote mountain slopes and untamed wilderness that remain uninhabited by humans. The possibility of such significant findings has intrigued many and sparked a deep fascination with the unexplored and secluded regions of the world. Surprisingly, historical records reveal previous instances of colossal entities being sighted at the summit of a mountain. Nestled in the remote and intriguing Appalachian Mountains resides a mysterious entity, popularly referred to by the locals as the Sheep Squatch. While facing doubts and skepticism from some quarters, this cryptid has captivated the fascination of individuals who hold firm beliefs in its actuality. The deep-seated lore surrounding this enigmatic creature continues to intrigue and enthrall enthusiasts and skeptics alike, adding to the legend of the creature. The tale of the Sheep Squatch originates from the diverse folklore of Appalachia. This creature is believed to possess the characteristics of both a sheep and a Sasquatch, boasting a sizable, shaggy physique paired with human-like attributes. The earliest documented sightings of this enigmatic being can be linked to the legends of Native Americans, who identified it as the White Thing or the White Devil of the South. In the lore of Appalachia, the Sheep Squatch is described as a creature that roams the rural landscapes, intriguing and perplexing those who encounter it. Its existence has sparked fascination and curiosity, becoming a subject of interest and speculation within local folklore. The Sheep Squatch, as per local tales, was frequently held accountable for the mysterious vanishing of livestock, instilling fear within the native populations. As time progressed, the narrative underwent transformation, with contemporary accounts featuring individuals who purportedly came face to face with the monstrous being. This evolution of the legend added to its notoriety and sparked a surge in reports regarding personal encounters with the creature, contributing to a deeper and more comprehensive understanding of the folklore. The Sheep Squatch, often labelled as a mere folktale by skeptics, has garnered credibility through numerous eyewitness accounts, varying from brief encounters to extended interactions. These reported sightings have deeply impacted those who claim to have experienced them, challenging the initial dismissal of the creature's existence. In the depths of the untamed wilderness of West Virginia, there was a remarkable incident where a hiker unexpectedly encountered a substantial, two-legged entity adorned in tangled white fur. According to the hiker's account, the creature possessed facial features akin to a human, yet with striking crimson eyes, closely mirroring the fabled legend of the Sheep Squatch. This encounter raised compelling inquiries about the unexplored realms of the natural world, prompting a deeper reflection on the folklore and mysterious phenomena that continue to intrigue and captivate the human imagination. In the rugged terrain of the Appalachian backcountry, an intriguing narrative surfaced, shared by a cohort of campers. According to their account, they were alarmed by strange guttural sounds and the sighting of an imposing hairy presence looming in the vicinity of their camping area. Allegedly, the creature emitted an unnerving, unearthly howl that left an indelible impression before mysteriously disappearing into the thick, impenetrable foliage. In addition to first-hand testimonies, certain Sheep Squatch sightings have produced captivating physical proof. Among the most fascinating instances is the unearthing of peculiar footprints in the remote regions of Kentucky. These tracks, distinguished by their sizable bipedal imprints adorned with claw-like characteristics, have perplexed specialists and functioned as plausible evidence supporting the creature's presence. The discovery of such distinct tracks not only fuels speculation about the actual existence of the Sheep Squatch, but also sustains the intrigue surrounding this creature. The distinctive nature of these tracks has sparked extensive discussions and further solidified the mystique surrounding the Sheep Squatch. Hair samples allegedly obtained from reported Sheep Squatch encounters have been subjected to genetic testing, which has unveiled a genetic composition that differs from established species. Although these results have not conclusively validated the presence of the Sheep Squatch, they have introduced intricacies into the continuing inquiry. This suggests that while the evidence discovered has not definitively proven the existence of the Sheep Squatch, it has contributed additional layers of complexity to the ongoing investigation, thereby deepening the mystery surrounding the creature. The Sheep Squatch occupies a distinctive position in the field of cryptozoology, which delves into the existence of secretive or undocumented animals. Despite skepticism casting doubt due to the lack of solid proof, advocates assert that creatures like the Sheep Squatch deserve thorough and credible exploration. The topic of mysterious creatures boasts a rich record of bringing to light creatures that were once believed to be mythical or extinct. The mysterious and infrequently encountered Sheep Squatch presents an enticing opportunity for more extensive investigation, symbolizing the persistent enigmas that constantly test our comprehension of the natural world. This field continually challenges our understanding of the natural world, offering both fascination and intrigue for those seeking to unravel its secrets. In order to gain a thorough understanding of the Sheep Squatch phenomenon, it is crucial to delve into the multitude of theories and speculations that revolve around its existence. Despite the elusive nature of this creature, numerous hypotheses have surfaced, aiming to shed light on its enigmatic presence in the vast expanse of the Appalachian wilderness. Delving into the intricacies of each theory and considering various perspectives can provide a more comprehensive insight into the mystifying reality of the Sheep Squatch. Some experts posit the idea that the Sheep Squatch could potentially be categorized as a relic species, denoting a surviving population of an ancient mammal that has managed to endure in seclusion over numerous centuries. This proposition puts forward the notion that this enigmatic creature might serve as a divergence from the typical evolutionary trajectory, thereby accounting for its distinct and unparalleled physical attributes. There is conjecture suggesting that the Sheep Squatch may potentially belong to a yet-to-be-classified category of primate or hominid, possibly associated with the Sasquatch or Bigfoot. The seclusion and out-of-the-way location of the Appalachian Mountains might serve as a refuge for these mythical creatures. This has sparked discussion and theories surrounding the existence of this elusive creature and its hypothetical lineage. A theory that delves into more speculation posits that the Sheep Squatch might possess interdimensional attributes, enabling it to move between various realities or dimensions. This proposition could shed light on its elusive tendencies and its apparent capability to materialize and vanish at its own volition. This intriguing perspective suggests that the sheep squatch's enigmatic nature could be linked to its interaction with alternate dimensions, offering a compelling explanation as to how the creature suddenly vanishes. The sheep squatch, a mysterious creature rumored to roam the Appalachian Mountains, remains an enduring enigma that captivates the imagination of believers. Despite skepticism surrounding the authenticity of reported sightings and tangible proof, the persistent folklore, first-hand testimonies, and significant standing within the realm of cryptozoology emphasize the necessity for extensive exploration and analysis. The sheep squatch's enigmatic nature continues to spur curiosity and speculation, making it a compelling subject for those delving into the depths of lore in the Appalachian region. In the course of our exploration of the enigmatic aspects of the natural world, creatures such as the sheep squatch stand as a profound testament to the enduring fascination with the mysterious. While maintaining a healthy level of skepticism is pivotal in the pursuit of scientific knowledge, it is equally important to approach these enigmas with an open and receptive mindset, recognizing that they may harbor the potential to unveil new perspectives on the intricate and interconnected tapestry of life on our planet.